What if I told you the first verse of the Gospel of John holds the key to understanding not just the Bible, but the universe itself? Imagine a truth so profound that it ties together creation, the nature of God, and the purpose of your existence. Today, we're uncovering the incredible power of John 1:1, a verse that has shaped faith for centuries. Get ready, because what you're about to learn might just change your life forever. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. These words are more than poetic. They are a declaration, a revelation, and a mystery all at once. They tell a story of eternity, identity, and purpose. John 1:1 isn't just an introduction to a gospel, it's the foundation of Christian faith. But what makes this verse so extraordinary? Why has it inspired countless believers and confounded even the most brilliant minds? Let's find out. John 1:1 is powerful, yes, but it's also deeply misunderstood. Theologians have debated its meaning for centuries. What does it mean for the Word to be with God and yet also be God? Critics have questioned, does this verse teach that Jesus is fully divine, or does it suggest something less? And then there's the challenge of language. In Greek, the phrase "and the Word was God" reads kai theos en ho logos. The absence of a definite article before theos has led some to claim it should read, "the Word was a God." These debates aren't just theological nitpicking. They strike at the very heart of what Christians believe about Jesus. Is he truly God, or just a messenger? But here's where the story takes a turn. As we peel back the layers of this verse, a truth emerges that's more breathtaking than we could have imagined. To understand John 1:1, we need to step back in time. Imagine yourself in the first century. You're in a world divided between Jewish faith and Greek philosophy. For the Jewish people, the phrase "in the beginning" would immediately take them back to Genesis 1:1, the very first words of Scripture. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. This connection is no accident. John is declaring that Jesus, the Word, was there at creation. He wasn't just an observer. He was the very agent through whom creation came to be. Now let's step into the shoes of a Greek philosopher. To them, logos, the Word, was the principle of reason, the force that gave order to the universe. By using logos, John bridges these worlds, saying, the God you've been searching for, the reason behind it all, he has a name, and that name is Jesus. And it gets even more astonishing. In verse 14, John writes, "And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us." The eternal, all-powerful Logos didn't remain distant. He entered our world, took on human form, and walked among us. Imagine that for a moment, the creator of the universe choosing to live among his creation, experiencing pain, joy, and even death. This isn't just theology, it's the ultimate love story. Here's the moment where it all comes together. John 1:1 isn't just about Jesus, it's about the nature of God himself. Think about this. If Jesus is the Word, and the Word is both with God and is God, then God isn't just a distant force or a stern judge. He's relational, he's personal, he's love. Picture this. Before time began, there was perfect harmony. God the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. And out of that harmony came the act of creation. Not because God needed us, but because he wanted to share his love. And when humanity turned away, he didn't give up. Instead, the Word became flesh. He stepped into our story, into our brokenness, to bring us back to him. This is the power of John 1:1. It tells us that Jesus isn't just part of the story, he is the story. The Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. So, why is John 1:1 the most powerful text in the Bible? Because it reveals who God is, who Jesus is, and who we are in light of them. It's a verse that proclaims Jesus as eternal, divine, and deeply involved in our lives. The same Word that spoke the stars into existence is the one who invites us into a relationship with him. It's a truth so profound that it changes everything: our faith, our hope, and our purpose. If this message has stirred something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it, like this video, and join the conversation in the comments. and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the incredible truths of Scripture. Remember, you are loved by the Word who was and is and will always be God.